Surrons are awesome bikes, but my God, they're getting blown out of the water right now. In this box is a 72 volt, 40 amp hour bike that's supposedly just as fast as my E-Ride Pro. Can you see that? This bike, but somehow costs less than a stock Surron. Now I love my E-Ride Pro, but supposedly this thing does things a little bit differently. Starting with maybe the number one thing I'm most excited for. Come on, dude. It's actually a cool color.
Okay.
Whoa. Oh my God. Okay, I appreciate them trying to protect the bike, but this is a lot of cling wrap. This is the Throne Cycles Serpent, SRPNT. Very cool spelling. Oh, there we go. Woo! Look at that seat. Throne Cycles has been big in the pedal bike wheelie world for a long time, so they're familiar with like bike life and bike culture. This is their first attempt at an electric bike, so I'm hoping it's good at wheelies. I guess we're gonna have to test that later in the video on a closed course. God, there's a lot of plastic wrap on this thing. I appreciate they want to keep it protected. That's cool. By the way, Throne sent me this bike to review, but this is not a sponsored video. They don't know what I'm gonna say. I can say anything that I want, and they're not gonna see this video before you see it. So if you buy the Throne Serpent, what are you getting in the box? Believe it or not, the bike, this beautiful full-length seat. We'll talk about all the bike specs in just a second. 72 volt charger, user manual, which obviously you should read in depth and not discard, or display that mounts on the bars. One peg. Oh, the other one's on here. Got it. A small toolkit, I think with everything you need to do basic work on this bike. Few Allen bolts, not sure what these are for. This little squishy thing, really don't know what that's for. 2 reflectors to mount to your fork. Safety first, everyone. Obviously, I'm gonna do that. Front wheel spacers for when you mount your 19-inch front wheel. I think a 220 mil rotor, 2.3 mil thick. Front fender, don't know if I'm gonna run that or not. Chain guard to keep your chain from lacerating you. And then, little bonuses, 2 ratchet straps come in the packaging. These are actually decent if you need to strap it down to a truck. I know that's not the purpose, but in a pinch you could use them. And then these weird little zip ties. I'm gonna be saving these because they're like removable and super strong. Anyway, it's kind of cool. Well, I have been humbled. I don't know how to get the front axle off. Normally it is lefty-loosey, righty-tighty, or lefty-tighty, righty-loosey. I have tried both of those things very hard. So now I'm doing something I never thought I would have to do, which is read the instruction manual. Deck wrench number 8 to loosen the bolts locking the front axle. That's what I was doing. Oh, are you serious? False alarm. I just wasn't strong enough. Okay. Oh. Woo. While the bike is charging up, before we take it out on the road, I gotta do one mod, just one. Otherwise, it's gonna be completely stock, I promise. I just have to do this one thing to every single bike. Some of you might know that a long time ago, I was doing some stupid stuff on Ronald and I slid off the back and broke my ankle. Now, I have a full-length, super grippy Guts seat cover on my E-Ride Pro, my main bike. Super grippy Guts seat cover. Now, since this bike is brand new, Guts doesn't make a seat cover for this. By the way, not sponsored, but Guts, you wanna send me some stuff. I did find this universal grippy seat cover on Amazon. The stock Serpent seat feels fine. It feels like a stock Surron seat. I'm not taking any chances, okay? I only got 2 ankles. Look at that. Where are we, boys? The power zone. First ride on the Throne Cycle Serpent. I'm super excited. Now, I haven't bedded in the brakes yet, and the tires are brand new. So I think we should see how fast it accelerates. Okay, first time in hyper mode. Woo! Oh my God. Okay, that's a lot faster than I was expecting. The boys over at Talaria Boys raced this against an E-Ride Pro SS 2.0, which is 12 kilowatts. That's my main bike. I love that bike. Somehow this 10 kilowatts was dead even with that 12 kilowatts. And now riding it, it doesn't surprise me. This thing is, oh my God. Uh-oh. I'm trying to get the brakes warmed up so I can actually try some wheelies without falling over. Speaking of the brakes, these are kind of interesting. The calipers are pretty clearly exactly what you get on like an E-Ride Pro SS, but the master cylinder is completely moto style. Look, the banjo bolt with the crush washers, a much bigger lever overall. And I gotta say, like, even before they're bedded in, oh, yep, they were. I'm headed to a group ride right now. Nobody knows that I'm bringing this bike. I literally just took it out of the box. My buddy Blake is gonna be there with his crazy Ultra B. I'd like to see them side by side and kind of see how this thing stacks up. By the way, this thing has really been growing on me. When I first saw photos of it, I was like, I don't know, I'm okay with the frame. Dude, it's nice. Okay, nothing crazy. I'm just gonna see it. Oh. Yep, okay, it's gonna be able to wheelie. I just gotta get these brakes to work. You know what, seeing as this is an electric dirt bike, let's do a little detour on the way. I'm already late, but let's do a detour. Oh my, we're good, we're good, we're good, we're good. These leaves are like black ice, dude. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Dude, this thing pulls. Whoa. Oh my God. The torque coming off the bottom end just feels like, oh my God. Dude. This thing is way faster than I thought it was gonna be. I'm lost. I'm gonna be honest, I was not really expecting to like this bike. You know, obviously, no matter what bike you get, it's gonna be fun. But I was kind of thinking, oh, it's not gonna be quite as good as the E-Ride. Dude, it's way different than the E-Ride, but it kind of rips. Oh, bro, look at this turnout. Oh, there's Blake. Hey, how's it going? I was so excited to see this. Yeah? Because I wanted to see how it looked next to the...
What is this?
A Throne Cycle Sprint? Yeah, it's like a new one. They make like pedal bikes, so they're really into like bike life culture and stuff. In person, I like it a lot.
It looks beefy. Look at how much room for a battery.
I know, dude. The rear is just like a Talaria, like exactly the same. What's up? This is just good to see you.
Yeah.
We're trying. This is mine. I just got.
When did you get this?
Like.
I saw Surron post something about that.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine.
I know, dude. I put a seat cover on it, but
still, why?
I know.
You can jump around on it.
I haven't even wheelied it. I'm still betting in the brakes, but
the brakes look beefy too.
Yeah, kind of moto style up here, but then like Surron style down there. I don't know.
Futuristic, bro.
What's up, man? How's it going? We should race. I'm testing this bike. We should race the stock.
I was hoping you were gonna bring this out.
Yeah, we should see how they stack up because it's 10 kilowatts. That's 12, right?
I feel like the percentage dies quicker than it should. Rev Rides has the battery and the controller I want.
Oh yeah.
Code.
I do have a code.
That's right, folks. All you got to do is use the code DEALZONE at checkout when you buy cool parts from Rev Rides.
The seat is really cool though. It came
No. I put that on. Power Zone, baby. Yeah, dude.
Like you can get this at Home Depot. That's what it sounds like.
Yeah. Hell no, man. It's all on heads up. Feels
bigger than a Surron.
Yeah, exactly. Which I like. You know what's crazy? See these lights here? Yeah. I just figured this out. Those project. Look down there. That projects the logo.
That's ill. Bro.
Isn't that crazy? Heads up, I'm embedded in the brakes. I've never wheelied it. So if the brakes aren't working, that's why.
It looks cool.
What's up?
I said it looks cool.
Yeah, I like the way it looks.
It has the full seat too.
It's like the first one with an actual good full seat.
I have another drum. I'm
yeah?
get rid of a drum and pick something.
Oh yeah. Also, you're a taller rider. I'm a taller guy too. This one's a little bigger. Like a Surron's pretty small. Check this out. You ready? Hold on. Hold on. Protein bar. Yeah. Oh, people are leaving? Oh God. I don't think I'm going to be able to use any of this in the video. Top speed test at 50% battery. Well, 51%. I got my GPS in my pocket. I'm on a closed course. Oh my God, we're down to 43%. Okay, what was that? 54? Okay, they claim the top speed is like 56. And that was at like 45% battery. Whoa. I'm gonna charge it up and we'll see what I can do at 100%. Oh, weird. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's vibrating when I full throttle to do it. Do you hear that? Sounds like Jar Jar Binks. Does that sound like Jar Jar? Do you hear that? That is odd. That could be the chain hitting the chain guide. I think that's what it is. It's not like it's down on power. This thing is fun. We are charged up to 100% battery. Let's test the real top speed and talk about this bike a little bit more. Obviously, I wasn't able to show a lot of the wheelie clips that I did get the other day, but to answer the question, whether or not it wheelies, holy moly, it wheelies. It almost feels better on its back wheel than driving straight. I mean, it feels great driving straight too, but I think there's something about the geometry of the frame and the smoothness of the throttle that just makes this thing feel awesome. Super maneuverable on its back wheel, even though it is 170 pounds. It's not the lightest bike out there. Also, I adjusted the brake lever. Oh, the brakes are really good. Obviously, the stock tires are not the greatest. They're exactly what you get on an E-Ride Pro SS 2.0. And speaking of, I think this bike to me is dead even with the E-Ride Pro SS 2.0. The 3.0 beats this thing in a lot of ways, but I have a 2.0 and I love it. So if you're looking for like, oh boy, woo, nice and smooth. If you're looking for like a platform to build your bike from and you like the way this one looks, dude, this thing rips. I'll talk about the pros and cons in just a second, but first, let's get a top speed run. I got the GPS in my pocket. Let's do it. Doing that on knobby tires is sketchy. Sorry, Mom, if you're watching this. Try not to go fast for your sake. I'm sorry, Mom. Oh yeah, right up. This thing coasts so nicely. Yeah, man, that's awesome. All right, how fast was that? I'm dying to see. What the heck? Oh, it's an ad. 55 miles an hour. Okay, Throne. When the E-Ride Pro goes about 60. I'm gonna say something controversial. Maybe 55 is fast enough. Also, this thing has so much torque. You could put on a smaller rear sprocket, probably go 60. I mean, it does not need more torque. I guess this is my final takeaway on this bike. This is a super fun bike, especially if you're doing mainly wheelies. This thing is stable, it's smooth, it feels great, the brakes are solid, and right out of the box, maybe with just some tires and new grips, this thing will be everything you want out of a bike. 72 volt, 40 amp hour, that's a ton of range. This thing costs $100 less than a stock Surron. On top of all that, it comes in cool colors. They're actually doing something different. And this seat is the best seat. Like, sorry, it just is. I haven't tried the E-Ride Pro SR yet, which also has a full-length seat, but that bike costs $1,000 more than this bike. So they are actually doing some cool stuff. If you want something that's fun and fast and wheelies like a dream, and you also don't want to be a clone of every other Surron rider in the world, this thing is actually a really cool option. And of course, whatever bike you get, you're gonna have fun. Let me know if you have any questions at all about this bike. I'll try to answer them in the comments. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Peace.